Yes, very good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to discuss about Bluetooth communications, that how you can interface Bluetooth module with your device and with Arduino microcontroller, and you can perform some applications with IoT and as well as without IoT also. So what application that you can do it, that I'm going to share with you, and how you can interface that Bluetooth module, that is also a very interesting part. Yes. So this one I'm going to share with you. Okay. Yes. Over here, you can see this one is our Arduino board and this one is Bluetooth module. So why we are going to use Bluetooth module and what are the advantages of it? So first we are going to do with Bluetooth module, and I will tell you that how you can design your customized mobile app, that also I'm going to share with you. And after that I'm coming up with some application of Bluetooth using, like, if you want to control your home light, how you can do it with Bluetooth module. So there is some limitation also. That the limitation is the range of Bluetooth module is 5 to 6 meter approximate. So sometimes it can be 10 meter also. So we can say some generally 5 to 10 meter. So 5 to 10 meter we can control our home appliance using mobile phone. But if we want to control our appliance from more far distance, so what we have to use it? We have to use Wi-Fi module. So either we have to use Wi-Fi module or we have to do it with IoT, Internet of Things, with Internet. So all these things I'm going to discuss right now over here. Yes, very good afternoon to all. Over here, I'm going to tell you about Bluetooth module. So Bluetooth module, these are things that you can go through. I'm just coming to the practical part, how we can do it, how you can interface Bluetooth module with your hardware, with your mobile phone, how you can control your home appliance using mobile phone. That also very interesting part over here. Yes. So these are pins of the Bluetooth module. So when we are going to use Bluetooth module, that Bluetooth module name is, that is HC05. So HC05 Bluetooth module we are going to use for controlling our home appliance or monitoring any kind of data. So in this setup you can see, so this one is our Bluetooth module. These are pins. So what are the meaning of these pins? So first one is enable pin, that you can see it, enable, VCC, ground, TX, RX and state. So state, RX, TX, ground, VCC and enable. Enable mean when you are going to send this Bluetooth module in the sleep mode, you can enable it with the enable pin, and after that VCC for giving 5 volt to run this Bluetooth module, ground for ground obvious, and TX and RX. So this Bluetooth device is a serial communication device. So whenever we have to perform any kind of serial communications, so we have to use TX and RX pin. TX stand for transmission and RX stand for receiving. So that we are going to do. So same thing is happening in the Arduino. There is one serial hardware pin, that is TX and RX, on 0 and 1 pin. So over there we have to connect TX and RX, and state. State is representing, with the help of that, we can detect Bluetooth module is on or not. Bluetooth module is on sleep mode or awake mode. So that we can detect using state. So these are pins over here. So generally we are using only 4 pins: TX, RX, VCC and ground. So that is enough for simple application. For advanced application we are going to use state and enable pin also. Yes. So these are commands we have to use for using Bluetooth module, like SC05. This one is Bluetooth module, and over here we are going to use that programming, that is serial.begin 9600. That is baud rate of Bluetooth module. So this Bluetooth module by default baud rate is 9600. Baud rate means broadcasting rate. If anything, if you are not aware about it, so kindly type in the chat box. I will explain it, explain that thing in a detail. So baud rate is broadcasting bits per second. So serial print for printing data on a serial monitor, serial print value. This one is the integer, serial read. So what we are going to do, whenever we are going to communicate any kind of serial communication device, so that device will send data on the serial monitor of the Arduino. So what we are going to do, we are going to read that serial data that is available on our Arduino device. and after that we are going to use mean that value we can read in the format of integer also, and we can read that value in the format of string also. Like when we are going to press any button from our mobile app in our mobile Android phone, so that app will send data in the format of 01 or ABC, something like that. With the help of that we can control any appliance. So over here, how we make the connections. So these are connection of Bluetooth module, TX, RX, ground and VCC. But for that you need a hardware to interface it. So you cannot simulate it on the Tinkercad. So any kind of communication device you cannot simulate on the Tinkercad. But you can check your coding over there. Coding you can check over there that your code is working or not as per your requirement. So that you can check it over there. So that I'm going to share with you that how you can check it, and after that I will run it. So there are 2-3 modes with the help of that we can do Bluetooth interfacing with the microcontroller. One mode is that all the programming you are going to do with your own, and your app also you are going to design with your own. And second mode is you can use some standard format app, and then after that you can use some tool. With the help of that you no need to do programming. So both mode I'm going to tell you. First one I'm going to tell you easy mode, then after that I will come up with advanced mode. So like this, if we have to design our mobile app for this Bluetooth module, that also we can design it, customize also. So this one is advanced mode. So over there we can design Android app using App Inventor, MIT App Inventor. So you can use this MIT App Inventor for designing app on your mobile phone. So that you can do it, and customize app you can design with the help of this. So you can make MIT App Inventor, and you have to do these steps. I mean, first of all, these are advantages of it. No need to download any software, no coding required. Pick and place blocks, that we did it in Tinkercad also. That same graphical programming is there. This one is a web link of that MIT App Inventor, that we can use it, easy to use, take less time. So let me open it. Yes. So this one is MIT App Inventor link. So as we are going to open it, it will ask about your account login, that Gmail or how you want to do login. So after opening it, you will able to find all the projects, and this one is my Bluetooth project over there, that app I have designed over here. So in this Bluetooth app, so you can move your robot forward, reverse, left, right, or if you want to control your home appliance, then also you can find some apps. So let me share with you few apps. My projects, Bluetooth app, Android app. Okay. So this one is Android app over here. Let me open it. Yes. So with the help of that you can control your home appliance. Like, so first it will check available Bluetooth device. Okay, link I will share with you. So that link I'm going to share with you, mitappinventor.edu. So over here you will able to design your customized app. That is very interesting part. No need of any kind of programming language and all that. So you can connect it, available Bluetooth device, connected device, and you can connect like LED on and LED off. If you want to do that, you can do it, and you can disconnect also. That is connection and disconnection of Bluetooth module. So that simply you can do it over there. So how you can make this app? So I'm just giving you quick overview that how you can do it. So then after that you can make it with your own. That is very easy to use. Yes. So first what we have to do it. So over here if we have to do it. So first of all go to home, my projects, start new project. So any name you have to type your project. So let me take it student training. Any name you can type over here, any name, ABC or something like that. So this name is already exists, so we have to change it. ABC123. Okay. So I have just created new project. After, first of all, you have to do sign in over there. Then after that, you will be able to access it. So I'm just giving you a quick overview. So after that, what we have to do it. So these are user interface. how you want to see this app, you can take this button, and you can take one more button, that also you can do it. And after that you can configure then that button name, whatever you want to do it, like text name of button. The button you can replace with light. Okay, so whatever modification you want to do it, text for light. So if you want to only write text, light only, if you want to write, that also you can do it, light. And after that you can make it center also, whatever you want to do, that you can do it. Some image also you can pick it, so center alignment also you can do it, center, left, center. So that alignment we have to do it separately. Automatic height, width also you can change it. So I'm going to change width to fill parents. So as I'm going to do width fill parents, it will get fitted over there. So light, text button and all that. So I just set it only one button. So after setting your buttons, so after that you can take some list pickers, sensors and all that. So any interesting things, if you want to make it, that also you can make it. So if you are willing to know about it in a more detail, then only I will tell you. Otherwise, I will leave it for you. You can try it with your own, and you can make many apps with the help of that. Like if any app you want to make it for text to speech, that also you can make it. So a few more projects I'm going to share with you. Here's my projects. Hello. So see this hello app. Okay. One more. Talking app. This one is very interesting. So you can use your mobile sensor also. These buttons you can use it, and you can operate and you can perform your operation. Okay. So let me discuss it in detail how you can use it. If you are willing to know in a detail, so let me know to explain it. Because this one is very interesting part. So how you can make an app. So I'm going to tell you from the starting. So I'm going to open my project ABC123 that I have created recently. So first of all, what you have to do it, you have to take this button or whatever you want to take it, and then after that you can do setup of that button from the right side. So these are control panel of this app, Android, that MIT app inventor, that is open source tool. And how you can do programming you will find in a blocks you will find a programming like this. So over there you have to do graphical programming like this, that we did it earlier, like button condition we have to use it like this. So all the condition you will find over there like this. Yes. So yes, this one I have deleted. So now coming back to my projects. So Bluetooth app, come back to this Bluetooth app. Okay, this one is simple LED on off app. So first of all, what we have to do it, what operation we did it over here, all the operations. This one is your screen display. So you can see everything over here in a screen, and this one is a user interface. So whatever input you have to take it for this, that you can take it. So this one is a user interface, and this one is a output in component. All the component you can see, whatever component you have taken from over here, you will find over there. So first one, what I did in the screen, I have taken one list picker. So this one is a list picker over here, and then after that I have taken one horizontal arrangement, then two buttons, then after that Bluetooth and text to speech also I have taken. So whenever you are going to connect with Bluetooth module, it will tell you that your Bluetooth device is connected via voice. That also you can do it. So that is about Bluetooth communications. You can send whatever data you want to send from this device, that you can send. So after that, coding part. So how you can do coding? So these blocks you have to take over here like this. This one button we have taken. Similar way you can take button, two button. The setting you can do it that I did earlier also. Width, height, and let's take width, that is filled to parents. This one button. Then after that you can take this one, width, filled to parents. So two more button I have used over here in this list picker. So after that, if we have to do the setup of these buttons, so how we can do it? We can rename it on off to L1 and L2. We can do it. If we want to control another appliance, light 1, and after that second button also you can select light 2, light 2. So after taking it, these are two buttons, you have taken it over here. All their size, width, everything you can change it over here. Every option is available. So after doing it, if you want to upload any media, that also you can upload, but I don't want to upload any media. Okay. That background color also you can change it. This one is my background color. You can change it. You can make it customized with gray, orange, blue, white, yellow, that you can do it, or you can make it pink. So that is your choice which color you want to make it. This one is orange. Okay. So these are setup, mean these are only graphical user interface in how GUI you want to make in your app. That is very simple. There is nothing big thing. Just you have to drag and drop like this, and that you can do it. Okay, so how to add Bluetooth module? So for that, this one is a button. So after that button, these are layouts of your app that no need to change. These are medias. In medias, you will find sound, something text to speech. This one block I have taken from like this text to. You have to drop it. Automatically it will come. So if you want to delete it, select it, delete it, delete. Then after that, go to drawing and animations. That there are drawings, map, sensor, all the sensor you will find over there, mobile sensor and other sensors. Then connectivity. In a connectivity, you have to go to connectivity. In a connectivity, you will find Bluetooth server and Bluetooth client. So if you want to connect mobile app with a Bluetooth, so you have to use that Bluetooth client. So you can drag it and drop it. So Bluetooth client will add it automatically. No need to do anything else, just drag and drop. So I'm going to delete it, delete. Okay, so that you will able to do it over here. So these are setup of it. So I did list picker horizontal and vertical, that how you can add it. So over there, that is user interface, layout. In a layout you will able to find it, layout. So how, which layout you have to take it, horizontal. So drop it, this one is your layout. So if you want to make one more horizontal layout, horizontal scroll or something like that, that you can take it. These are only just layout for defining your app and button and all that. Then after that you can add your buttons over there in this layout. So that you can add it first. So light button 2, so light button 1, I'm going to fit with this layout. So this will get fitted with the layout. Okay, so if I want to change this layout, so what I have to do, change over here and say whatever I want to do, that I can do in my layout. So this one is my layout. So layout background color also you can change it, like magenta, that you can see. Height, width, you can make it fill parents, so it will get fitted like this. So these few changes you can do in this horizontal and vertical background layout. Font also you can change it. So over here I'm just going to select this one. Background color I'm going to change it with orange is already red. Okay, and width I have to take it full parent. So this one is our mobile app. So two more button I have added it, so that you can do it. The main important part is programming. How you can do program it, how you can do conditions. For that, what we have to do it, you have to go to blocks. Go to blocks. This one is design part, user interface. Now you have to go to blocks. In blocks, these are your codes. So how you can take this code, how you can make this code, I will let you know also how you can do it. So because this one is more time consuming thing, so that's why I'm using the standard code, earlier code, so that I can save time, and I will let you know more things over here. Yes. So over here, you can see this one is a list picker. List picker, we have to select Bluetooth client. So how you can drag and drop these all components. So if you want to take list picker, to go to component over there, where is list picker? This one, click over here, you will find list picker, code of this list picker, all the code you will. If we talk about button, so if you want to do any modification in a button or want to put some condition using button, to go to button, all the button condition you will find, button block you will find. So then what we are doing, I'm just explaining you, list picker will list out all the Bluetooth client in your mobile phone. Then after that, list picker will select Bluetooth client and connect it with available device. As you are going to press connect, so it will connect it. So after that, this one is a button operation. So Bluetooth, it will call Bluetooth. If Bluetooth is connected, as you are going to press this button, it will send O and F and on and off. So that signal it will send O and F. These characters, these character it will send from mobile app to Bluetooth serial monitor. So after that we have to operate and we have to perform according to our characters. So that is the second part of program that we have to design in the Arduino for reading data from serial monitor, and we have to perform our operations on the Arduino. Like if you want to turn on AC light and light on and off, that also we can do using this. So this one is clear to everyone how we have to do coding. So if you want to know more detail about it, that if you want to do it practically, so I'm going to share with you one more link. So in our YouTube channel over there, there is detailed tutorial of 1.5 hours. So that also you can watch it. So that is dedicated for MIT App Inventor. So this one is our YouTube channel. So over there recently we have recently I have uploaded it over here, that live session. Sorry, let me come back. I'm not able to see it. Recently I have uploaded one video over here, that is on MIT App Inventor. Only few videos are visible. Upload. So where is all other videos? Let me check it. Okay, you go to videos, over there you will find it. So that is available, you will check it out and you will be able to find it. So one video we have dedicated, uploaded on over here in YouTube channel for designing MIT App Inventor, and also that is available on our Facebook page also. Over there you can watch in detail and you will be able to do it, the programming part also, that how you can design complete app with different applications, so that you can do it. So now after making this app, how you have to send this app in your mobile phone? This one is simple graphical programming that you have to do it. So as I shared with you in this tutorial also, over here, like first we have to open it. This step we have to follow it. Open web browser and go to address, sign in with Gmail account, allow access and press enter. Click start new project, give it name without space, and then this one will open. Click on create new project, and after that you have to name it, and after naming it you will find the dashboard, and then you have to find blocks over here, and in the blocks you will find all the blocks related to your buttons. If you have added 2 buttons over there, that block you will find over there, and you have to use this code like list picker, and in list picker you have to pick list, and this one is a Bluetooth conditions. If Bluetooth is available, then it will get connected. So that is same graphical programming. These are about 4 buttons. So you want to perform, you want to send data from your button like off 1, off, on 1, on 2, off 2, that you can send from mobile phone to your Arduino board. So after making it, what we have to do it, click on that build part. Build mean over there your app is being get builded and you will able to use it in your mobile phone. Mean you will able to upload it on your mobile phone, that you can do it. So then you can upload it over there in the Arduino and you will able to run it. So let me share with you YouTube link. Don't worry, I'm just going to share with you. So this one is YouTube link. So I'm going to share with you. So kindly like and subscribe this channel also, so that you will get notified whenever we are going to do live broadcast. Okay. So after that, I'm coming back to that Bluetooth connection. Mean after doing this, what we have to do it, we have to click on build option. So in build, you will able to download that file in APK format. So whatever app I have designed, that app will get downloaded in your mobile, in your computer, and that file you can export in your mobile phone. So that app will be in the format of .apk format. So that you can check it out. It will take some time. So that we can do it, and after installing it, we have to write code for this. So how you can do coding of Bluetooth? For that, I'm just going to share with you coding. So you can use that coding in the Tinkercad also. So let me open that coding. So create new. Yes, this one is, I think, get downloaded. Build it, save APK. Yes, this one is a Bluetooth APK. So that app we can use it for mobile phone. I mean, you can install that app in your mobile phone. You have to transfer it from your computer to your mobile phone, and you will able to install it over there in a very simple way that you can do it. Now I'm to that coding part. Then after that, I will show that app, that how you can use it. So that app I have installed in my mobile phone, and I will show that how to use it. So I'm coming back to Tinkercad. How to write code for this? How to write code for this? The coding part I'm going to do. That is very simple. I'm just going to tell you the coding from the scratch, from the zero. So don't worry about it if you are afraid about the coding and all that. So I'm just giving you quick overview, so you will enjoy it. And if you face any difficulty in writing coding, so don't worry, we are going to do it without coding also. So over here, how we can connect Bluetooth? No need to connect it first. I'm just going to check it manually, and after that I will do connection in the hardware, because in a Tinkercad we will not find any kind of serial communication device. So how to do coding? Go to code, go to text. Text coding we are going to do over here. First of all, we have to define serial begin, serial.begin, so that we have to use it. Serial, you have to type like this, serial.begin, for initializing their library of serial. For initializing serial library, you have to do it, and baud rate you can take it 9600. That is by default baud rate of Bluetooth. You can upgrade also, and you can change it also. For that, I'm going to upload latest video on my YouTube channel, that how you can rename your Bluetooth module. So that video is coming soon. So kindly subscribe that YouTube channel and don't forget to press that bell icon so that whenever we are going to upload new video, you will get notified also. Okay. So this one is serial begin, and after that in a setup, but we have to do it. So in a setup, but we have to do it. We have to take one integer or float or any string. So I'm going to take one string. So you can take it integer also if we have to read any integer value. I'm just doing it first with integer. Integer x is equal to read serial. Read serial. Read serial. I'm going to do it. Read dot serial, and then we have to use what value we are going to read. Take it empty because we are just reading from that. Just use semicolon because we are reading from serial monitor. After reading it, we are going to print it. So serial dot print whatever value we are reading from that mobile phone, that we have to print on the serial monitor also, so that we can visualize it. So this one I did it. Nothing, only 2-line code I have written. Reading serial value and after that printing it. That same thing I did it over here in the coding. So this we have to do it. Serial dot read, and then you have to if you want to read in a string format, that also you can do it. Serial dot read string also you can do it. That is up to you how you want to do it. So serial dot read. So I just write it in reverse order. Serial dot read, that you have to do. So I'm going to print it. Start simulation. So now how I can check it without hardware? How I can simulate it? That is very interesting part. So I'm going to use this simulator. Serial. Sorry, this one is printing value over there. So it's reading some value. By default value it is reading. Clear it. Integer print ln. So X serial dot read it, it's reading data on the serial and some dummy signal it is telling over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a little bit more. Yes, over here what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it global variable. I'm going to make it global variable. So how we can make it global? Go to at the top. This one is global variable. So integer x, initial value I'm going to take it 0. There is no value. Start simulation. Check it out. What is coming? It's showing some error signal over here. So -1, -1. Okay, serial dot print x serial dot read, and when we are going to send any signal 1, 2, it's reading it, but it's not directly. So let me make it a string. So I'm going to read it in, rather than integer, I'm just going to read it in a string. Yes. So that also we can do it. Is serial available or not? That also we can do it. So I'm just directly going to check it in a very simple format. So let me read it in the format of string. So let's make integer to string. Let's make to integer to string. Read string. So this syntax we have to follow, that same syntax we have written over there. Read string, because we are reading now string. So let me check it. Start simulation. So there is some error. Int and string, there is two things. X ln. Okay, print string also we have to write it. read serial dot read string syntax is same dot read string x. Okay, so let me come back. What error is coming over here? String. Okay, string value cannot be like this. Just take it string only. Function class hardware serial has no member name. Read string. Read string s should be, I think, capital. Yes, now it is working. So we have to do read string. So after that we have to check on the serial monitor. If there is no value, you can clear it. So now as you are going to send A you are going to send it, so it will be displayed over here. Yes, now after that I'm going to send B. So B, whatever I'm sending, that is being sent from mobile phone. The mobile phone will send via app, that via Bluetooth, that value of that string from Android phone, and that value will be received by the Bluetooth module, and that Bluetooth module will send data on the serial pin of your Arduino. So as I'm going to send data from my mobile phone, that is B, it will be get displayed over here B. Now if I want to put some condition, that also you can do it, like if I want to turn on and off my light, that also you can do it with my serial command. So just connect one LED and connect with any pins, take it with D12, and then after that go write code with conditions. If x value is equal to x is equal to A, if it is coming A, so then what we have to do it, we have to use conditions, digital write. So digital write 12 number pin high. So 12 number pin we can make it high, and else condition also we can use it. If and else condition LED should be off, or we can use some else if also. Else if, the same thing I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to make it B. So x is A and B. If value we are reading that is B, what should be happen, that LED should be low. That coding we can do it. That value I'm going to make it low. Okay, that 12 number pin. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to read it. So after doing this, make it low. X is equal to B. X is equal to low. Sorry, 12 number pin is low. So then after that we have to use over here, that is pin mode. Pin mode we have to define it, otherwise that pin will not work and will not understand that where what output or input we have to give it. 12 number pin, that is output. So output we have to define that pin. So what we did over here, I defined pin number, that is output, serial library I have started, and then I'm just reading from serial monitor. Whatever data is coming on the serial monitor, that I'm going to read. So after reading the data, I'm going to print it also to check it that what value is coming, and after that I'm going to put some condition. If x value is equal to A, and if this value is coming, LED should be high, else LED should be in, else if x value is coming B, then LED should be low. That things I'm going to do it. Just check it out. So that bracket we have to use it at the end also. So this one is else condition bracket, that we have used it. Start simulations. So now start it. So over here I'm going to type first A. As I will type A or enter, so my LED should be turned on. Again, if I'm going to type B, that command A and B coming from mobile app. So that A command, B command, that character is coming from mobile phone. So as I'm going to send B, LED should be turned off. So these things we have to send from the mobile. That app we have to design for only these application, means we have to send some string or some number, some integer from that app, and then it will work over there. So as I'm going to send A, my coding is okay, and as I'm going to send B, light will be get turned off. Okay, that we have to do it. So that same code we can upload it. No need to do extra things like serial available or not. That also we can do it for advanced processing and doing it with smoothly. But very simple code you can make it. This one is very simple. What I did, only just I am just reading serial value, whatever string is coming on the serial monitor, that I'm reading it, then printing it. Sorry. And after that, what I'm doing, I'm putting only condition, if condition and else condition, that we did it previously also, nothing else. So now how you can interface it with the hardware. So for that I have to use my mobile phone and my mobile app. So let me check which app I am having in my mobile phone. For saving time, let me check it. So that same app I will use it over here. So Bluetooth app is having, okay, Bluetooth app I have to open it, and I will see that what data is this Bluetooth app. So I'm sending signal O and F over here with 2 buttons. So I have connected 2 more buttons, so I can duplicate it. So 2 more button also I can use it, 3 and 4. 3 button I can send signal O on off, light, tube. This one I'm going to do for tube light, and or fan, whatever you want to do it. So one more button. This one button I have just taken 4. That's this 4 also we can use it, tube, and then after that fan. But if I have to use this app, so I have to download it again and I have to use it. But I'm not going to download it because I have already downloaded it. Same above code. So okay, if you want to do this code using, want to implement it via coding, graphical code, so that you will face lot of difficulty. First of all, you will face difficulty in serial read, and string variable you will not find in this graphical coding. So in graphical, when you are going in a graphical, let me show you. Before that, let me copy it. So condition, you have to make it O and F. So this one is my code for my app. So let me copy my code. So let me copy it in a notepad. So that we can use that code. New, paste it, come back to that graphical coding. So as from the text coding, if we are going in a graphical coding, our code will get deleted. That is very important. Sorry. So let me show you that what you can do with that coding part. So go to blocks. So as you are going to block, your code will get deleted. If you are writing your code in a text, that is very important part. Yes, this code get deleted. It's not like that if you are going to write code in a text and it can be converted in a blocks. That's not possible. So over here you will find in output or in input, you will not able to find any read things. Read temperature, read, yes, you can read something from serial also. You can do it over here also. Or with graphical also you can do it. You have to read it and you have to take some variable. So that variable, whatever value you will read, that you will read in the integer format only, not in a string. Okay, let me explain it again. Don't worry about it. So this coding is clear to everyone. This coding part is clear to everyone, that that we did it over here. That code we made over here, that is clear to everyone. The code we have designed over here, this one code. Is it clear to everyone how it is working, how Bluetooth is working? So any serial communication device coding will be similar to this. any serial communication device you are using like Bluetooth, GSM module, GPS module, Wi-Fi module, every communication device is working like that, like this. So they will send data in the format of 0 and 1 like this, or ABC something like this, and after that we can put some condition and we can control our appliance also. So about app part, if you are having any confusion in app, so let me start new project, and over there I'm going to use it. My project, create new project. So I'm going to tell you from the beginning if you are having any kind of issue with this. Okay. So now see it with carefully. So let me take some name. So this one is my new app. You can open it. So over here, first this one is a starting. From the starting, I'm doing it. So after opening MIT inventory, you have to create a project. Your project will get open. First of all, what you have to do it, you have to take list picker. So list picker, you have to take it. So in list picker, that you can see it over here, you can change color, whatever you want to do it, that you can do it. So text of list picker. Okay. So in list picker, you can write some name like Bluetooth or something like that. So that you can do it later on also. After taking list picker, what you have to do it, you have to use view, uh, user interface layout. You can take horizontal layout, vertical layout. Over there you have to use button. So two button we are going to use it over here. First one, go to user interface button. Take button also in a second. Yes, this button also we have taken with after list picker. Then we have to use Bluetooth. So now I'm going to use Bluetooth. Bluetooth you will find over there in a connectivity. So take this Bluetooth client and drop it. So these things you have to take it, nothing else. These are required over here. Now you can modify that user interface, whatever how you want to do it. That user interface is up to you, how color you want to change it. So these things are very simple. So this one is Bluetooth. You can rename it. Connect Bluetooth. So that you can see it, connect Bluetooth. Then text button, light, whatever you want to do, that changes you can do it. So like this one is text to button 1. So I'm going to write that name only, switch light 1. That you can do it. This one is light 2. These two button I have used over here. Sorry. So to modification, if you want to do, you can make it fill parents. Click on the horizontal, you will be able to do it. So this complete become horizontally like this, but we have to make it vertical. Fill parents, automatic, again horizontal width, fill parents. So this become like this. So let me make it horizontal. Width is like this. Okay, this one you have to make it height, automatic. Okay. Automatic. Okay. So that you can change it, whatever you want to do it, that is up to you. So I'm just going to make it width fill parents, so that it will come over here, width fill parents, different button fill parents. Okay, this one become complete over here. That you can do it. So that is up to you how decoration you want to do. That I'm not going to discuss in any detail. I think you will able to do it. The decoration part you will able to do it or not. Should I explain it or you will do it with your own? Decoration means the basic configuration of buttons and their height, width, name and all that. Will you able to do it or not? Should I explain it? Respond in the chat box. Okay, that's great. That's great. So I'm coming to the coding part. So that is very important. Yes. So after doing this, we have to just go to coding part. Go to blocks. This one is your coding part. So first of all, what we have to do, bringing blocks over here, go to list picker. This one is a list picker. So you have to go over here, click on this, you will find these blocks. So you can take this block list picker. So after that you have to use a connectivity block or call to Bluetooth that block. So that I shared with you over here. So these codes I shared with you, that same code you have to use it over here. Then you have to use that list picker element 2. So this element where you will find it, so list picker element. So that for that you have to go to list picker, scroll down. So list picker element you will find over there, this one, that list picker element 2. With this one you have to take it and you have to put it like this. So after that what you have to do is you have to go for Bluetooth client, address and name. So how you will find this Bluetooth? Go to Bluetooth and over there you will find it. So for that go to Bluetooth client and over there what we have to do is that Bluetooth client and address. So see over here that color, this kind of colors, Bluetooth client and address and name. So this one is over there. This one we have to take it, put it over here. So our first code is ready. First block is complete. So this block is complete. Now we have to go to this one list picker after picking. So this one was before picking. So this one we have to do it before picking and this one we have to do it in after picking. So go back. This one is after picking. So we have to make one before picking also, list picker after picking. So this one is already after picking. Let me delete it. So after picking, let me take it before picking. Okay. So this blocks we have to use it in this before picking. So what we have to do in after picking? Before picking and after picking is that, so when you are going to select your Bluetooth module, so before selection of Bluetooth module, what should be happen? So as you are going to select your Bluetooth module, like how many available device in your Bluetooth module, it will be find with the help of this. With the help of this block, it will list out all the Bluetooth device, those are available in your mobile phone. So after this one is first we have to do it, and after selection of Bluetooth device, as you have selected HC05 or any device name, Bluetooth device name, then this operation will execute it after picking it. That is second operation. This will tell only name of Bluetooth device, what is the name and their IP address. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to paste it. I mean the second block I have to complete it. So in second block, I mean after picking, so what we have to do it, we have to use this condition, set list picker, same thing list picker. So that we did it over here. Element 2 we have to go for selections. So we have to go to selection. So we can take same block over here and we can call over here that Bluetooth client, connect to address, list picker, selection. So this one is list picker and that is selection. So then after that, if Bluetooth client is connected, then you can do this. Otherwise, then list picker background color also you can change it. But if you don't want to change background color, just directly you can write this one only. So let's go to that coding part. We have to take this one, then this one and this one. Three things we have to take it. So let's go to that coding. So you can copy this one also. Copy this, duplicate this, put it over here. List picker 2. you can make it element to selections. Check selection where it is selection. So color should be same like this. So after that, over here we have to call Bluetooth module, Bluetooth client, go to Bluetooth, call Bluetooth, connect to address, call Bluetooth, Bluetooth connect and address. So this one we have to do it. Put it over here. So over here what we have to do it, we have to find client, Bluetooth client, and address we have to replace with is connected. Okay, what was over there? List picker. List picker we have to use it. That's list picker and selections. So from list picker we are going to select it. So go to list picker in replacement of this. You can delete it. List picker and selections. So list picker, this color you have to find. This one list picker and selections. List picker you can take it and over there you will find it selection. List picker and selection. Check where is selection, this one. So these blocks you have to make it. So this part is completed. So this one is being this, it will be selected that if there is available device, list picker will check that available device and you are going to select it. Any Bluetooth device you are going to select it. After selection, what you want to do, you want to show that it is connected or not, that also you can do it. So selection process will get complete. If you want to change color also that Bluetooth device, that also you can do it. So I'm going to make it simple. So for making simple, I'm going to share with you one more code. So let me open one more project over here, create an app. Okay, this one is open, so I'm going to open one project over here. My projects, Bluetooth app. Okay, so over here in the code, so I just made a simple code for this. So this one we have to do it. This one we did it. So just set list picker text. List picker we have to do text connected. This one we have to do it only after this. So after doing this, we have to just do only one part. Mean we have to take same list picker selections, and after that we have to list picker we have to make it text over here and show it connected. So I'm going to duplicate it. This part we needed it. This part is not needed. So list picker, set list picker selection, we have to replace it with text. Okay. Bluetooth app. So we are using another one. So project will get saved automatically over here. The project will get saved automatically. No need to worry about project. Yes. So go to blocks. So this one we have to duplicate it. So you can duplicate it. This part you can remove it. Otherwise you have to find that in this block you have to find over here in this list picker. So I'm doing it in a simple way so that no need to search out over there. So over there you have to click on text. So this one we did it, text, list picker text, and then after that what we have to do it, we have to go to text and we have to take this block and we have to say over here, we have to write over here that is connected. So this one is my simple code for that Bluetooth. Now after that what we have to do it, this one is for till connections, means so what you can do with the help of that, you will able to select your Bluetooth device with your mobile phone. You will check available list of device and after that you can connect it. So after connection, you want to use your button. So click on the buttons. You can take this button block. When you clicked on this button, so what operation you want to do it, call that Bluetooth device and send text, call and send. So that for that go to Bluetooth device, and you can check it out over here also what was proper syntax. This one was call Bluetooth client send to text, that you have to use it. So where you will find that, go to Bluetooth, and in a Bluetooth call to connect address send text. Where is send text, that you have to see. Send text, this one you have to take it, you have to fit it. Over there you have to go to text. This one you have to fit. This one is one text block, one button block, you can make it duplicate. This one for button 2. Sorry. 2 button I have used. So what text you want to send from over here? So I want to send A, B or O. So I'm writing O in capital. Over here I'm also sending on, off. Yes, on, off. 2 things we have to send it. So our mobile app is ready. So our mobile app and coding part is everything is ready over here. Just we have to connect it and we have to check it. So we have to go to build and we can download that app. So that we can download it, and after that we will able to run it. So that we can run. So I'm not going to, let me download it. App download to computers, and after downloading on the computer you will able to, you have to transfer it on your mobile phone. So I'm directly going to open in my mobile phone that app and going to download it. So now I'm going to share with you my mobile screen, so that you will able to see that how your app is working in your mobile phone, how you will able to run your app in your mobile phone. So let me open it. So I'm going to share with you my mobile screen, and over there I'm going to run this app. So let me open it in my mobile phone. This one is my app. Okay. So I'm going to share with you my mobile screen. Be with me. So this one is my mobile screen over here. So I'm going to download it. So how you can download it directly in mobile phone also? You can open that MIT app inventory in mobile phone also, and you can design it in your mobile phone also. So this one is my mobile screen. So how you will able to install this app, and after that I'm going to connect it with the hardware also. So what you have to do it, you have to make it landscape mode, or you have to decrease that size. So this one is my app. So let me, yes. So over here, what we have to do it, to downloading it, go to build. So we have to go to build options. Over there we have to download it, save it in your computer, second options. So that second option I'm going to click it, so that it can be downloaded in my mobile phone directly, so that I can install it. That's why I have opened MIT app inventory in my mobile phone. So I'm going to open it. So let it get download. Build. It's processing. I'm just downloading it. Let me open it again. These are my apps. So we have to open this first one app. So let me go back to my project. So after that we have to go to build, downloading your computer. It will take some time. So do it again if it is not downloading. Save APK. Yes, now it is downloading. It is asking about permissions. So, okay. So after that, yes, it's downloading. So my app is downloading over here. So after downloading it, what we have to do it, we have to open it. So my app, I'm going to share with you that how to open it. Yes, it's downloading still. So my app is downloading. So let me connect it again. It got disconnected. So after downloading your app, you will able to open it. So how you have to open it? That is very simple. Just you have to run your APK and you will able to run it. So let it see. Let it get connected. Yes, it is connected. Okay. So this one is my app over here. So my app, you will able to see this one app. I have downloaded it. Open it. Double click on this app, and you will able to install it. Install it. I'm going to install it. So it will take some time to get installed. So my app got installed over here. Now charge my mobile phone simultaneously. Okay. So that app is installed. After that, what we have to do it, we have to open it. So we can open that app like this. So my phone get off. So whatever app we have designed, that same app get opened over there. So that same app we can open it. So let me show you later on. So after opening that app, what we have to do it, we have to go to your coding part. So this one was our code. This code I'm going to copy in my hardware. Then I'm going to upload this code in my hardware, and after that I'm going to connect Bluetooth. So how you can upload your code, you can go to that cloud also that we have discussed. That is Arduino cloud, arduino.cc, and you will able to upload your code from the cloud also. And after that, just you have to connect your hardware. So very important point, when you are going to connect Bluetooth module, so during connections, you have to remove your Bluetooth module. So during uploading program, you have to remove your Bluetooth TX and RX pin. After that, you have to upload it. Then you have to connect your TX and RX pin. Otherwise, your program will not get uploaded. So let me open that Arduino web editor. This one. So over here, I'm just going to paste my code, and I'm going to connect my Arduino hardware with this, and I'm going to upload code. So let me connect hardware. This hardware I have connected. So you will able to see port over here, my Arduino hardware port, this COM17. You can upload it your code will get uploaded on the hardware. And after that, you have to connect your Bluetooth module. Yes, success, upload success. After that, what you have to do, you have to connect your Bluetooth module. So in my hardware, you will be able to see it. So let me share with you. So this one is my hardware, Arduino, and this one is my Bluetooth module. So this Bluetooth module we have to connect with my hardware. So there is 4 pin I'm going to connect it, TX, RX, ground and VCC. So that 4 pins I'm going to connect it. Let me connect it. So I'm going to connect the ground. This white one is ground. This black one is VCC. VCC means 5 volt. Then we have to connect TX and RX. So my RX pin is this. Yes. So RX you have to connect with the TX. TX you have to connect with RX. That is very important point. So RX I'm going to connect with the TX, and TX I'm going to connect with RX. So this connection I made over here. So these connections I made over here. Now your Bluetooth is blinking. Your Bluetooth is blinking. Are you not able to see hardware? Okay, let me share with you video. So this one is hardware. Are you able to see it now? So this one is hardware. This one is Bluetooth module. I have connected it. So this Bluetooth is blinking. So I have just connected 4 pin with my hardware. TX, RX. I have connected over here this TX, RX pin. These 2 pins. And after that I have connected 5 volt and ground over here. These are 5 volt and ground pins over here that you can see. So after connecting it, when your hardware is ready, no need to do it. Just I have to connect one LED. On any pin I can take for connecting LED. So I'm going to, I have programmed it for 12 number pin. Yes, now I'm going to connect it with 12 number pin. So we have to use one ground wire. So over here one ground wire is white. This white is ground, orange is ground. So ground I have connected with ground, and one we have connected with 12 number pin. So I have connected LED also over here at 12 number pin. So now what we have to do? What we have to do? We have to go to mobile phone. So let me connect it. In mobile phone, we have to open our app and we have to press that button. Our LED should be turned on and off. That we want to do. How to get code for graphical programming, that also I will let you know how you can do it. Don't worry about it. So let me run it first, and then after that I will show that graphical coding also. So let me open it. It's connecting. Wait for a second. It will get connected. Because phone get turned off. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to share with you how you can make it with graphical coding. So let's come back to that coding part. So how you can make that code using graphical coding. So over there, what we have to do, we have to go to Tinkercad, and over there we have to make it. Circuit. I'm going to write code in a graphical format. So what we have to do is, first of all, you have to check on the serial monitor, serial available. Go to input, read from serial. This one we are reading it, and after that we have to store this value anywhere. So where you want to store that value, you can take any variable. I'm just going to create one variable like x. Okay, so x variable I have taken. So this value I want to store it in this variable. Okay, x variable. Okay. So this value we have stored it in x variable. After that we have to use some condition on this variable. Control condition if and else. If and else condition I'm going to use it. This one, if this sense this value over here we have to put some comparator. So this value I'm going to duplicate it, put it over here. If this value is equal to a, so over here you can write double quote. Double quote you will not able to write, just write a, or so all the value whatever you can read over here, that should be in a binary, so that should be in a integer only. So if the value we are going to read is 1, so what you want to perform, that go to control output, that LED high, that is 12 number pin. This one is 12 number pin, duplicate it, LED should be low. Okay, this one is code using that serial read from that graphical coding. So you can see that code also over here, blocks plus text. You can see integer x read serial if serial read is equal to 1, or you can take block also over here. Okay, serial read. Okay, let me make it more simple. So delete this, take x value over here because we have already taken variable x. Okay, that you can take it. So you can see if x is equal to 1, so register read high, otherwise low. Same coding, only we will not able to read in a string. String we cannot take over here in a graphical, otherwise we can take integer. So if we are going to send any integer, then it will work. So start simulation also, you can check it. It is reading or not any value. So write 1 and send it. But we are not printing value, so we have to print it also. So how we can print that value? For printing, what we have to do it, go to output, serial print, we have to take it, serial print at the end. In serial print you have to print that value is x. Whatever you are reading, you are going to print it. Start simulations. So when you are going to read when we are reading in a integer, so some numbers we are by default we are getting over here. These are some error signal. So for that we have to check it serial available or not. For that we have to use it. Otherwise, as I'm going to send 1. Sorry, as I'm going to send A1, it will read it. So now when we are going to talk about integer, so in a serial, when we are going to read in integer, it will not directly read in the format of integer. It will read in the format of there is no table, that is conversion of it, that name is hexadecimal, something like that, that is converted table. Mean whatever value we will enter from the serial monitor, so when we are going to read it in the yes, ASCII code, so it will convert that code into ASCII code, ASCII code. So that code it will convert it, and then we have to reconvert it only. Then after that we will able to use it via serial communication on integer. Otherwise in a string we no need to do any modification. The string part is easy, that's why we are doing it with the string. ASCII code we have to use it over here when we are going to use it is at a integer. Yes. The code, notepad, I just, why I have used that notepad, yes, very interesting part. Yes, from notepad. So why I have used that notepad, reason behind that, I have designed code over here, but as I'm going to move from over here to text only blocks, so my code will get deleted. So my code will get deleted because this one is a text code. As I'm going to text, so my code is showing this. Again, if I'm going from text to block, my code will get deleted. So that's why from coming to text mode, from graphical mode, coming from text to graphical mode, I just copied my code from over here to text, this one. So what is this code? This code I have used, the same code string we have taken, whatever code we have written in the Tinkercad, that is same code I copied and pasted over here. Pin mode 12 number, x read serial dot string, serial dot print x, then we have used if condition and else condition. That same code we have written over there. It's not like that I have used any other code. Just I copied it because so that our code should not be deleted from the Tinkercad. Okay. So now coming back to my part, it's taking time. So this one code you can do it graphically also. For that you have to understand serial communication and a sky chart, that how you can convert it. So let me open it. Yes, it is connecting. So after that, what we have to do it, after connections, we have to open it and we have to connect our app. So I'm going to show that how your app is working. So let me open it. Yes, this one is my mobile screen. So over here you can see it. So which app we have installed, that is about IoT, something like that. So find it. Where is my app? This one. You can see it. This one app is over there. Okay, it's come. Yes, this one IoT 441. We have to open it. I just clicked on that app. Now you can see whatever app we have designed over there, that same app is over here. That same app is over here that you can see. That you can see. So now as I'm going to click on Bluetooth, what is the meaning of list picker? You will get understood. So I'm going to click on list picker. This one. So it will show all the connected Bluetooth device, but my Bluetooth device is not available. So we have to enable Bluetooth device first. Bluetooth, we have to enable it. And after that, we have to connect our Bluetooth device. So SC05 is already connected. So make it okay, go back. So over here, we have to click on connect. Yes, as I'm going to click on this connect part. So what is showing? It is showing list of available Bluetooth device. So over here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select that SC05, that is third number. This one is SC05. So this one I'm going to select it. So it will get connected. It's showing connected. So my Bluetooth device is connected. Now this one is light. First one is light. As I'm going to send any command, light will get turned on. So you will able to see in hardware also. Are you able to see it in hardware? You can see in the picture. Are you able to see it? Let me highlight that video. So stop it. Are you able to see that light is turning on? Yes, this one is light. Yes. Now what I'm going to do from my mobile app, this one is my app over here. This one, you are not able to see clear picture. I'm going to turn it off. As I'm going to press it off button, it will get off. So you kindly watch, see this video. I'm just going to share with you screen. So kindly be connected with this. Let me pin it if I'm able to do it. Okay. Okay, now I'm coming to share with you that screen. Okay, this one is my app. So I'm going to click on this light one. So as I'm going to press that light one, sorry, this one is connected part, light one. So as I'm going to click on light one, light will get turned on. Again, I'm going to press on light two. So what is happening? Light two, light will get off. Again, light one, light will get turned on. Light two, light will get off. Light one, light will get turned off. Light two, light will get off. Okay, are you getting it? So that you can design your customized app and you can run it on your hardware, that you can do it. So That is about interfacing it with the Bluetooth, interfacing with the hardware using your own app with your own code. Now I'm going to tell you very simple way without coding how you can interface your Bluetooth module and how you can make any project based on it. Yes, that also you can make it on and off button also separately you can do it. That is your creativity, what you want to do. So that is every option is available over there in the Tinkercad. So that option is available over there and you will able to use it. So now I'm coming back to that new one more way. With the help of that you can do it in a simply. This one part I told you, that is detailed part. So now I'm coming back to very easy part. With the help of that you can do it. So let me share with you. So the second thing that you can use it, I'm going to told you over here. You can use remote XY. That is very easy tool. With the help of that, within 2-3 minutes, you will able to interface it and you will able to design your customized app. You have to open that remote XY editor. I'm going to share with you link of that remote XY. So now after that, what we have to do is in this remote XY, you will easily able to drag and drop your component. You will able to easily make your customized app. So over here, I'm going to just these are controls, these are configurations. So I'm going to drag it and drop it. So any button, whatever you want to do it, whatever joystick you want to take it. So whatever you want to take it, slider also you can take it. So limited feature is there, but that is very interesting thing. So I'm going to take it 2 button right now. So how you can do configurations? So click on the button. This one is connected on 30 number pin. So it will give output on 30 number pin, and this one button will give output to switch 1, but it is not connected with pin. So we have to connect it with pin. So this one is on 13. This one should be any other pin. So snap to pin. Go to snap to pin and select pin number. 12 number I'm selecting. So after doing this, we have to we can configure it also, like color also we can change it. So same thing over here, that also we can do it. So it's up to you what we want to do it over here. So this color also, if I want to make it little bit light color, that also I can make it. So after doing this, these are setup background color also we can change it. So now I'm coming to configuration part. So in a configuration, you have to configure it. So how you want to communicate it via Bluetooth, Arduino Uno, SC05, Arduino ID. No need to change anything over here. That is okay. If there is any other things, then you can change it. Then module interface. In module interface, what you can do, go to software serial, change it software to hardware serial. Then after that, you have to select baud rate. Baud rate should be 9600. So after selecting it, go to view. In view, no need to do any change. So all the setup is ready. So after that, you have to click on get source code. Get source code. As you are going to click on the get source code, your code will get generated automatically. So this one is your code. So your code, no need to change any single line of code. Just you have to copy this code and you have to paste it in your Arduino board and you will able to upload it. Copy it and paste it in your Arduino IDE on the cloud and you will able to upload it. But few more things you have to do over there. So what more things you have to do? You have to follow these 6 steps. Then only it will get connected with mobile. So first of all, let me copy my code, paste it over there. After pasting it, we have to upload some libraries and all these things we have to do it. So these 6 steps, what is saying, download the source code or copy this code and install remote XY library. How you can install it? First download it in the format of zip so that you can download it. Click on the download. The library you will find over here. Download it. So you can download it. So as you are going to click download, your zip file will get downloaded. So now you have to add this library on a cloud or your Arduino. So I'm going to upload this library on the cloud. So over here, how you can add library, go to libraries. In the libraries, you have to click on custom library. In a custom library over there, you will find add zip file, upload zip file. So I'm going to click on upload import file. So that file will be available in download. You can find it zip remote XY. These are libraries. I'm going to open it. So after opening it, you will able to upload that library on the cloud, and that library will get added on the cloud. Okay, so it will get uploaded on the cloud. So after uploading that library imported successfully, you have to upload this code. So when you are going to upload your code in a hardware, just you have to remove TX RX pin. Otherwise, program will not get uploaded. Because when we are going to communicate serially, it will communicate with only one device only. Okay. So let's start simulation. Sorry, let's upload it. I'm going to upload it. So after uploading this code, you have to go to remote XY again, and over there few more steps you will find. Go to back. Let me first upload it. Yes, my code gets successfully uploaded. So you can see over there, you will find your code uploaded successfully, but it still is showing uploading sketch. So wait for a second. Yes, it's uploading still. So I'm going to upload it again, stop it, upload it again. Yes, now it is uploaded. My code bill is uploaded successfully. You will able to see over here, it will show you. So it's not updated properly. So my code get uploaded over here with my Arduino. So due to slow internet, it's showing that it's uploading, but code got uploaded. Upload it again. This code got uploaded. It's not showing over here. No need to worry about it. So after uploading code, go back to that remote XY, and first step is install that library. Then it's showing that connect your Bluetooth module. So that same TX RX pin, I'm going to connect with my hardware. After that, it's saying that install mobile app from remote XY from Play Store, and then you have to connect it. So now I'm going to install my mobile app and going to check it out how it is working. So for that, I'm going in my mobile screen and going to install my app and going to connect it. So that is very simple. So no need to do too much. No need to make any app or anything. So over there, I have installed my Remote XY library from Play Store. This one is my library at over here that you will be able to see it. This one is my Remote XY library. Click over here. So after that, you will be able to open user interface like this. So what you have to do, you have to click on this plus button at the right top. So I'm going to click on that plus button. As I'm going to click on that plus button, it's showing these options. So we have to select second option, that is Bluetooth. Bluetooth we have to select it. Then it's showing that SC05 device name. Select this device. As you are going to select it, it will start connecting it, checking it, configuring it. It's trying it. It's showing that some error is there. I think my program is not uploaded over there. That's why it's showing error. So let me upload it again. So let me come back, upload that code again. So you can copy your code, you refresh it and then upload it again. Sometimes there is no proper connectivity, it's not getting uploaded. And I'm disconnecting my USB port and connecting it again. So I have connected USB port again. Let me, yes, now it is connected. My USB is a little bit loose. Okay, now after that you can upload it. Code is uploading. Yes, success upload. So this one is empty code. Now we have to use our code that we have used it. Upload it again. Now my code is uploading and uploading done. It will show success. Wait for a success. Then after that, yes, success. After that, I'm going to connect my TXRX with my hardware. I did it previously. So after connections, we have to go to mobile phone. So this one is my mobile app. Over here, same thing. Just check it again, connect it, refresh it from the right top. So I'm going to refresh it. After refreshing, click on that SC05. Where I'm going to collect it. So whatever app I have designed, same app will come over here automatically. So that you will able to see it. My same app will come over here. So my app has came, but it's not showing over here. Yes, this one is my app. So in this app, whatever I will want to control, like this one will control 30 number LED. So this button will control 30 number LED and this button will control 12 number LED over here. So my LED is working. I want to show my LED also. If you are able to see in camera, let me enable it. So are you able to see in the camera? Are you able to see? Okay, that's great. You can watch in the camera, you will be able to see it. Okay, so let me share with you the camera also. My phone get off again. So let me charge my phone get fully off. So what you will able to do, so whatever app came in your mobile phone with the help of that same thing you can do it. Same thing you can do it that we did it previously. So that you will able to do it, and same video also you will find over there in my YouTube channel. So over there you will find all the stuff. So let me show you with that video. So right now my phone get turned off. So home automations. Arduino, let me check that home. Yes, this one is home automation. Yes. So this one we can do it with this. So you can see time over here. So you can connect LEDs. Relay also you can connect it over here. So all the detail you will find over here. One more video I'm going to share with you. Yes, this one. This one is very small video, so over there you will be able to find it. So you have to open it and you will be able to install your codes. Connect your Bluetooth module like this, and you can connect relay module also. And after doing connections like this, and after that you will be able to run it. This connection you have to do it, and after that you will be able to run it. So these videos you will find over there, and you will be able to use it for learning purpose. So many videos is over there related to home automations, and many projects you will find over there. With the help of that you can understand each and everything in a detail. So over here also that is one more detailed video. So in the picture you can see this one is Arduino hardware uploading code. After uploading code, this one is our Bluetooth. Connect it. After connections, you will be able to see over here Bluetooth. Connect it. So after connecting it, you will be able to see your mobile app over here. This one. So you will be able to control your appliance like this. As you are going to press on, off, you will be able to control it. that you can do it in a very simple way. Okay, that is about today's sessions. So is there any doubt to any participant? They can ask over here. Yes. So is there any doubt? Any kind of queries you want to ask, that you can ask right now. Yes, please. If there is any kind of queries. Hello. Yes. Okay, so cloud storage part. Okay, cloud storage part, in this also we can do it. So over here I'm going to show one part, that same thing we can do it with this cloud. So in this mobile app remote XY, in this over there you can do it in a very simple way. So how you can do it in a very simple way? Go to editor. So over here we have used with Bluetooth now. So we can use over here in replacement of Bluetooth with Wi-Fi. So with Wi-Fi module, and you can connect Wi-Fi or with cloud also. Wi-Fi means without internet up to 100 meter you can control appliance. With cloud you can control your appliance up to from anywhere in the world with the help of internet connectivity. So both things you can do it. In tomorrow session, I will in beginning I will let you know about this Wi-Fi module or this cloud. Any one part I will tell you, and after that I will tell you about Raspberry Pi and how you can do IoT using Raspberry Pi. And one more cloud I will share with you, how you can send data on the cloud in a very simple way. Yes, please. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, thank you so much. So, sir, should I?
Yes, sir. Please end the meeting.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Should I end for all or should I leave myself?
Sir, end for all.
Okay.